Well, hello there. You've caught me with my broomstick. Happy fall, you guys. I'm gonna just keep this here. Who is in a fall mood? Is anyone else in a fall mood? I'm so excited for fall. I desperately want a pumpkin-y room spray. I had one that I loved and now can't find or remember the name of it, but it was in a tiny little bottle, and it was glorious. Like, it was really potent as well. Like, you didn't need to use very much of it at all. I'm gonna put this, where should I put this? I want to make sure that you see it. This broomstick actually lived in the back here for like months and months and months and months after Halloween, because it's just such a cute broomstick. From my friend Lisa over at Silver Moon Antiques. Hey Sylvia, happy Friday. Look at this fabulous chair that I got. It's a ball chair. It is so comfortable. The thing is I think it's better on carpet. And I had to get some kind of chair to sit in because my lower back was just killing me in my online lessons. But you know what? My tea is gonna be overbrewed, so we've gotta pour the tea. Yes, isn't the broomstick lovely? All right. So let me see here. We are having some. I think it's Paris tea that I made today. Paris tea from Hardy and Sons. Absolutely fabulous. Cheers, lovelies. Cheers. Are you excited for Friday? Just so happy for the weekend. It feels like fall. It really, really does feel like fall. You know what we should do? I really didn't know what to do today. We were gonna do something musical, I'm sure, but I feel like we should do a fall tag. But first, let's admire this beautiful. Hello. Thank you so much. I just want to say I love your videos and your vibe. Thank you so very much. I'm so glad you could make it. So, is it cold, Sylvia, in New York? Yeah. I actually haven't been outside, but I can just feel it in the air. You know how you can just feel it. So, you guys, this last week I made some blueberry lemon scones. And they are to die for. They're so good. Here, have some. Check this out. Isn't that so yummy? So yummy. Oh, you're from the Netherlands. Lovely. I bet you have good scones and baked goods in the Netherlands. You know what? My great-grandfather was Dutch. So I'm kind of from the Netherlands too. Although, you know, I can't speak any Dutch at all. No Dutch. Let's find some Dutch words. I really need to know Dutch because isn't that neat? Yes, my great-grandfather's name was Van Eck. Van Eck. So, oh my gosh, that's so funny. There's me. It says I'm live. Okay, we're looking for Dutch words. Let's see how to say autumn in Dutch. Let me see here. How to say autumn in Dutch. Okay. Herfst. Is that correct? Let's see what it says.
Herfst.
Sorry, that was coming through my speaker. I didn't realize that was on still. Herfst. Fabulous. All right. So, do you think we should do an autumn tag? Should we do an autumn tag? I think we should. First, I feel the need to show you some of my autumn decor. Also, oh, Sylvia, you have a Zoom call. Okay, see you in a bit if you can make it back. I would love that. Happy Zoom call. I think I showed these pumpkins to you last week, But how cute are these little pumpkins? They are so cute. I probably showed them to you on Wednesday on our little get together on Wednesday. But they're from the dollar store and they're just sparkly pumpkins. I probably would have put these out at my studio last year because for the holidays I like to decorate the studio. Like for Halloween, I think I decorated everything like really spooky looking, and I probably have some photos on Instagram of that. Memories. Have any of you guys, had to close your businesses or close things down in person temporarily because of COVID at all? I mean, I'm so fortunate to have been able to teach online, and all teachers, across the world teaching online. It's really awesome to be able to do that. Thank God that we live in a society where we can actually do that. And I've been able to meet students from all over the world. Iggy! Oh my goodness, must be interested in this. Books on violin playing as I teach it. Yes. Okay, I saw something about that being an ebook. I've got it right here, the actual book. Oops. This is by Leopold Auer. This might be the next book that we kind of read through together. But he is the creator of this wonderful method book series. I would highly recommend. And I am going to teach a group class on this. I think it might have to be until January. I'm just, we're moving next month, and then the holidays are coming, and my schedule is really booked at the moment. So I was trying to think, like, when can I even do a group class? So I'm thinking probably in January. I'll put it on my website. I'll make a special page for it on my website so that if you're interested in the group class, and I'll give you heads up. I'll try and give you like a month or so heads up to get all the materials. Oh my gosh, Iggy, you're gonna get book 1 in the mail. Yay, fabulous. You will love this book. It's gonna help you in so many ways. I mean, basically once we're done with it in lessons with everybody, we're gonna just start it over again, because this was the first intro to everything, and then to be able to work on, your sound, and dynamics and expression and all of that kind of thing. It's probably something that we'll just kind of keep doing, just as part of the warm-up, until it's, pretty well mastered. So book 2 is basically adding the left hand to all of that. And so it's a bit more confusing and difficult, but needed. And I usually work with them in tandem, so I use book 1 and 2 together. I'm having like a crazy hair day. I did a treatment on my hair yesterday for frizz, and it's by this awesome brand called Nutri Cosmetics, and it really does work for frizz, but it made my hair like pin straight, and so I put in some hot rollers today, and I just kind of feel a little old lady-ish, which is fine because I definitely feel that I have that kind of old lady-ish vibe. My like exciting happy thought is being an old lady on YouTube, like being like 90 years old and making like YouTube videos to teach people how to play the violin and viola. So then I can just call you all my dearies or something, and it'll be so precious. Whatever. I hope YouTube is around. Makes you look more like a young Nicole Kidman. Oh, thank you. I'm like the fat version. Let's continue eating the scones, speaking of fatness. This is a recipe on epicurus.com. Epicurus.com. If you type in lemon poppy seed scones, I'll have to link that. Let me make a little note to link the scone recipe, because I always forget to link things. So link scone recipe. That way you can make it, because oh my gosh, it is fabulous. So I did the exact recipe, but I put blueberries in it instead of poppy seeds. And I didn't have any milk, but I did have heavy cream, so I used heavy cream. So they're very rich. They're very, very rich, and so we're just having a little nibble of the scone. You know, when I was a little girl, my mom used to make lemon curd and sell it at the farmer's market. And that's actually how I met my music teacher. Happy memories. I met my music teacher, Lindy Ann, when I was like maybe 6 or 7 at one of the farmer's markets. And I used to go to with my mom. She would be playing outside. She'd be playing, you know, she had the piano, and I think she had some recorded music that she played along with. This was like in the 90s. And I should ask her like how she did that, because it really was neat. It was really, really neat. I just, you know, the idea of having some accompaniment, you know, would be really fabulous when you play outside. I've done that a few times. Like I've played some Christmas carols when I was younger outside, like for farmers markets. But anyway, so growing up, I ate a lot of scones and lemon curd, and I was quite a fat child. I was really, really, really overweight child. And anyway, the best way to be happy and lose weight is to think happy, beautiful thoughts about yourself in the world, and eat some vegetables with everything. So, and also do some exercise, like keep moving, because I grew up with like video games and all of that kind of thing. And so I just was eating lemon curd and scones and drinking tea and playing video games. Wasn't a good, now we don't even play video games. Like I haven't played video games since I was probably like 12. So that would be, I don't know, I'm 30, so however many years that is. Is that 12 years? 18 years? Is that 18 years? That can't be 18 years. I don't know, however many years it is. It's just my brain doesn't think math. Susmita, I'm so glad that you're here. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I'm just so not used to thinking mathematical thoughts that I just can't. Does anyone else feel that way? Like you're not used to thinking that, so it's hard to do. Anyway, let's find an autumn quiz to do. Should we find an autumn quiz to do? And then we can kind of get in a fallish vibe. Autumn quiz. Autumn quizzes, or an autumn tag maybe? Autumn tag 2020. Let's see. Autumn tag, hashtags, autumn questions tag, maybe that. Let's see. Accept the cookies, yes, I got it. This is from thehappydiary.com. What a cute website. Okay, flannels or jumpers? Sweaters for my American readers. Do you wear flannels or sweaters for autumn? I think I'm more of a sweater person. Fairy lights or candles? Oh my gosh, I would love both of them. We have some little lights down there. There's kind of like a green box by the couch there. Those are little twinkly lights, but we haven't put them up I would love to put them up. So maybe when we move, I'll put them up, and we can put them in our little music room or something. Definitely candles. Actually, I was looking in this wonderful book by Brian Froud. The Susmita, I'm not sure what I'll teach today. Just, you know, whatever the universe sends our way, we'll touch base on. But I was looking at Brian Froud's wonderful book of fairy, and he shows his desk. You're not going to be able to see all of this, but this is his working desk where he paints and does everything. But check out this candle. You see the candle there? And it marks the hours, I think. Like it's a candle that marks the hours. And I just love that. I just absolutely love that. Hey, Spock! Live long and prosper. Yes. I'm so happy that you're here. So I need to candle like that. I might need to go to my friend Lisa's shop, Silver Moon. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll always see that we take a morning walk in the morning. We always pop by her store. It's not open because it's like 6 in the morning. Oh, my name is not Sismita. It's my mother's name. Oh, it faded away. I saw it started with an A. Well, is it alright if I still call you Sosmita, or type your name again so that I can see? I wish I could, like, hold on a second. I think I can figure this out. Chat viewing options. Top chat, live chat, live chat. There we go. I think I can see it. My mother's name. It's my mother's. Why is it fade away? Sorry, you guys. Atreyi. There. Thank you. Thank you. Is that right? Atreyi. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to say it. Atreyi. I will try to remember that. I will try to remember that. But anyway, I know that she has candles. My friend Lisa at Silver Moon Antique, she's got candles. And it would be so neat to mark off the hours. I would love to do that. Okay. I will try to remember that. I will try to remember that. You'll have to tell me like a million times, I think. Just gently remind me. Okay, next question. Are you a pumpkin spiced junkie? Do you guys like pumpkin spice? Mozart! Oh my goodness, Mozart Berti. Hello! I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for being here. We're doing an autumn tag. We're doing an autumn tag right now. Do you guys like pumpkin spice things? Are you pumpkin spice people? One thing I really want to make is actually a pumpkin soup, but like in a pumpkin. Alton Brown made this awesome pumpkin pie soup in a pumpkin, and at least it was under the episode was called like pumpkin pie, I think. Yeah, it's that lovely pillow. Yeah, and I just think that that would be so neat to serve your soup in a pumpkin. Eloise, it's so nice to see you. You guys are awesome. Well, I like pumpkin spice cappuccinos. I do, but I don't go to Starbucks ever, and so I never get them. And my other half and I really do like coffee. We have our special like way that we make coffee every day. It's like very precise and formulaic and everything. And so I just wouldn't be. I just don't. I understand people liking Starbucks, but I just don't like Starbucks. But I do like pumpkin spice coffee. So I'll have to find a place that makes it. Hot chocolate or tea? I think I probably would choose tea because hot chocolate is I love hot chocolate, but it's a little bit rich. Actually, one of my favorite things to do with hot chocolate is to spike it with some cayenne pepper and some cinnamon. I know that might sound horrible to many of you, but let me tell you, it takes it to the next level. You just need a little tiny pinch of cayenne pepper and a little tiny pinch of cinnamon. It's magical. I'm telling you, it's magical. It's so you won't even notice it. I like to notice the spice, so I usually put a little bit more than maybe the average person, but it's delightful. Delightful. Yes, it is a room full of pillows. Yes. Okay. Do you decorate your room for autumn? I like to. There's some, like, as you can see, some little fallish things, but at the moment, since we're kind of in the process of moving, there's not a lot of stuff out. There's not a lot of stuff. What's your favorite fall color? Favorite fall color? She says, I'll have to say burgundy and dark orange. Burgundy sounds nice. A fall color. I mean, I just always think of like orange. I always think of orange, like this pumpkin-y color. But burgundy, is that like the color of my glasses? Like a reddish color. Fall colors are awesome. They're awesome. Do you like horror movies? Do you guys like horror movies? I don't like really violent movies, but I like paranormal movies. I definitely do like paranormal-y things. I find that very interesting. Oh my god, speaking of paranormal things, my teacher, Psychic Bob, you guys know I'm taking his psychic class on Saturdays. You can take it too. You just go to his website at psychicbob.com, and he has every week it's like a 2-hour class. Sometimes it's 2.5-hour psychic development class for $30. And he was on Coast to Coast AM last night. Do you know Coast to Coast AM? It's like a show. It's a radio show that's shot in LA, or like it's recorded in LA. So for him, because he lives in Virginia, that's like 3 in the morning. So he was on at like 3 in the morning last night. But it's like an awesome show. I think it's one of the first radio stations to ever talk about like the non-mainstream things. Like they cover some news topics, but their general purpose is to discuss like, you know, ghosts and paranormal phenomenon and the afterlife and just like aliens and just whatever. Just all the crazy things that's not really mainstream, and it's really fascinating whether it's real or not, or you know, whatever. But I loved listening to Coast ever since I was little. Like I remember sometimes I would fall asleep, you know, listening, and a lot of people do fall asleep listening to Coast AM. But anyway, it goes across the world, and he was on there last night. I think he was there for at least an hour or maybe 2 hours. If you're interested, go to Coast AM, and it's like the coolest radio station. So he was on there last night talking about his psychic, just being psychic, what it's like to be psychic as a child, and I only listened to a portion of it because that's all that they had was a tiny little bit that was up to re-listen to the next day. For the members, I'm also a member, they haven't posted like the actual complete thing yet, so it probably goes up tomorrow. But I'm assuming that they took some calls and everything. I'm just so excited. Sue Love, it's nice to see you. So yeah, do you guys like paranormal things? Can I like ask for a friend? Does anyone else like paranormal things? Because I really do. I think that they're very interesting. Very interesting. What's your favorite autumn scent? Do you guys have a favorite autumn scent? I was saying that I last year had a fabulous pumpkin spice or something room spray. You're interested in it? Yeah, I think it is just so cool. Very, very, very cool. I think I need to learn how to eat in a more ladylike way. I'm sorry. I just need to eat more properly. Okay. Cinnamon pumpkin. That's nice. There's a wonderful farm nearby us. We went there the other day. Brent, when did we go? Wednesday. We went on Wednesday. And Wednesday morning, but we actually went before they were completely open. And they have like pumpkins everywhere. Like they have all the fall decorations. They have all the fall produce because it's a farm and everything. And they have I'm assuming they have lovely room sprays and things like that. Desperately want to go back there. Maybe we can go there this afternoon. Yoo-hoo! Maybe. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, so that would be fun. You know what we do like to make is apple cider hot bourbon toddies. Oh my gosh, those are so good. You get some fresh apple cider, put it in a pan, put in a shot or two. There's an actual recipe. I don't remember the recipe. Put in a shot or two of bourbon, and then some cloves, some cinnamon sticks, some allspice berries, and you cover it and it kind of simmers for an hour. And it is the most delicious thing you've ever had in your life. It's a hot apple cider with bourbon drink. It's like, oh, it's really, really good. It's really good. Okay, let's see. What is your favorite thing about autumn? I think it's the vibe. I think it's the overall vibe in the air. Like it's just really got a nice, like, relaxing, peaceful vibe. Like there's some coolness in the air, crispness in the air. It's like everything's kind of winding down a little bit. It's just really a nice vibe on this part of the earth, you know, where fall is. I just really love that. And of course the trees and the holidays, and it's the beginning of all the holidays in the US, you know. Lovely, lovely. And it's more cozy. You curl up on the couch and, you know, have your hot bourbon toddy. And the pumpkin ales, oh my gosh, like pumpkin ales are so good. Pumpkin beers. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them are really, really fabulous. Okay, do you prefer autumn or winter? Do you guys like autumn or winter? Who likes autumn more than winter? Anyone? I think autumn is definitely really special. Last winter we didn't get really any snow here, and I would love to get some snow. Wouldn't that be just awesome? So winter and autumn, I both love. I both love. Scarf or hat? I think I definitely tend to go for scarves. I don't think that I actually have a winter hat because all of my coats have a nice big hood on them. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you guys my wool coats. I have these beautiful wool coats with like beautiful big like Red Riding Hood hoods on them, and they're just lovely, lovely, lovely. So I would definitely invest in a wool coat, you guys. You know, like if you don't have one, just at the end of the season or even before the season, but definitely the end of the season, like, you know, when we're approaching spring, just go get yourself a wool coat that's deeply discounted. That's what I did. That's why I have any wool coats to begin with, because they are expensive. And also like at outlets, that's where it's wonderful. I've gotten all my coats at the outlet, all at the outlets. And they're really nice, expensive coats, and I just got them like 70% off or something. I love coats. Okay. What's your dream place to visit in the autumn? There's a special place that we love. It is called New Hope. New Hope is absolutely beautiful. And there's this little village area called Peddler's Village. And it's like this English style, like villagey area. It's mostly like a little kind of like boutique-y shops, but they decorate everything with like twinkly lights, all the beautiful trees. It's a beautiful area, just right in like this gorgeous area of Bucks County, Pennsylvania, which is one of the nicest areas. Gorgeous. And the leaves are changing, and the twinkly lights, and like all the shops have their like beautiful decorations and everything. It's magical. So I've been like every day I wake up and say, can we go to New Hope? But you know, we both work and have a busy schedule, and it's a long drive for us. It's quite a long drive for us. So anyway, that's our favorite place. A walk in the woods or a walk in the mall? Definitely a walk in the woods. Definitely. We have very lucky. There's lots of trees and foresty paths around this area. So we love to take foresty walks. Definitely, I think in the autumn and in the winter, like allergies aren't as bad, and the bugs aren't as bad, and so it's definitely perfect walking weather. We've been going for a walk once or twice a day, which is nice because during the summer I just sat here for most of the time teaching my lessons and putting on like a 300 pounds as I'm eating, you know, sugary scones and things. But that's fine. Favorite item of clothing for autumn? Ankle boots and chunky sweaters, she says. That sounds nice. Yeah, actually, I forgot I have ankle boots. I'm excited to get the ankle boots out too. Favorite item of clothing? I really like long cardigans. I love long cardigans and boots. I love, but maybe that's more of a wintry thing. Like big, like over the knee boots are just so cute. I just like layers. I really do like layers. It's almost spring where you are. You must be in Australia. Are you in Australia? I forget if you're in Australia. let's see, or maybe like New Zealand. I have some subscribers that are in New Zealand. My mom's in New Zealand at the moment. I'm really hoping that she comes to move out here with us at some point. You know, that would be so magical. Then she could join me for the live streams. My mom and I are like the exact same person. She's much more fabulous than I am, and nicer. So, okay, let's see. And those are all the questions. Those are all the questions, you guys. Don't you feel like in a fall mood? It's just lovely. Brazil. Oh my gosh, you're in Brazil. Wow. Well, spring, spring, spring. Definitely, I'm in an autumn mood. Definitely in an autumn mood. Well, why don't we finish this tea off? Have the rest of this little scone. And I think I probably, since, you know, I'm a music teacher, should do something musical. Just have to contemplate what that should be. I was looking back through my lesson notes, trying to, like, you know, see if there was anything that was interesting that kind of came up in lessons this week. We're all kind of, all my students are working on we're working on really hearing seconds and thirds. That's like the theme of everything that we're doing. So in the warm-up, we start by listening to seconds and thirds. We run through a hand pattern. Incidentally, I'm gonna make a little book for you guys on Patreon eventually, probably just the whole world, that you can just download of like all these things that I do for warm-ups and whatnot. Just because there's just a few pages and everything. So I think I'll just give that to you. It's all here in my book, all written out. And then we're plugging those into Shradiak, and then doing the Hour Book 1 and 2, doing a bit of that. And then we've got a myriad of books I'm using. You've got like medieval music, fiddle music. We've got like classical music, American folk music, and just folk music from all over the world. And let's see, what else do we have? There's a I have like just like a stack of different kinds of method books that are full of various repertoire. We've also been talking about major and minor. You know, this is the time of year, I think, where it's like on the cusp of change. You know, change is happening. I have to show you this wonderful come here. This wonderful tarot card that I love. I've been keeping this up on my stand because the seasons are changing, right? It's the change. And everything's changing, you know, everything is changing all the time. And it's difficult to embrace change. But the cool thing about change is that, yeah, I'm from Arizona. The cool thing about change is that it's an opportunity for you to make things awesome and fabulous. Like now you can make it different. You can make it different now. And you can start walking in that direction that you want to go. And it's so freeing to remember that. It's just so freeing and wonderful to remember that. And you don't have to do it all at once either, which is also awesome. You just have to do a little baby step in the direction that you want every day. And eventually, you will be there somehow. Xenia Romano, we got one big snowfall in Colorado. Oh my god. I love Colorado. Yes, that is just so cool. And I'm excited that you're picking up the violin again. Yay! Yay! Okay. A few more bites of this scone. And then I'm going to grab viola or something. Do you guys want to hear the viola? Or the harp? Or the violin? I feel like I just play you the harp all the time. I've been doing that more on Wednesdays because our live stream is so late on Wednesday. Like I finished teaching at 9:30 on Wednesday. And I think I've been starting the live streams at like, what do you mean the soup bowl, Iggy? I missed what you must be like having conversations amongst yourselves. Yay. Yeah, so because we live in an apartment, I can't really play the viola really late at night, so I've been playing you like some harp things. Maybe I can play you some nice viola things. I miss playing the viola. That's one thing that I miss about my students, like in person. I miss playing along with them. You know, the small viola. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Then I'll play both of them. How about that? A singing bowl. Yes, I do. Let's just play all the instruments. Here's the first one. And by the way, I'm sitting on this fabulous ball. It's a swivel chair ball. It's wonderful because look, you can sit on it and you can kind of turn. You can turn it like every direction. I just got it this morning, and Brent sent it up for me, which he's the best. He's the absolute best. So, for those of you that are sitting in your desk all day, I would highly recommend you get a swivelly ball chair. I got mine on Amazon. It was like $120, I think, which is expensive. But you know, I was looking for like teacher chairs at Home Goods and everything. They're like $300 or $400 for a nice chair, and it still wouldn't be comfortable. I have to make sure that I sit up with good posture. So this is perfect. But I'm still getting used to it, and I do need a carpet. I need to get a carpet because I'm afraid that it's gonna kind of wheel away from me, I think. But all right, let's calm down and listen to some singing bowl stuff. This singing bowl was given to me by my wonderful friend and student Ruben. It's a D. He got it for me for my birthday a couple of years ago. Was it a couple of years ago, I think. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this at all. It's like so low that it's really hard to hear it. But I wanted to get the, you want to hear the viola? I'll play all of them, yes. I wanted to get a gigantic singing bowl for my students to stand in when they come to their lesson. Like you would just stand, like imagine this is like human size, and you would stand in it and I would just do this, and all the negative stuff of the day or whatever just seemed to be rattled out of you would just rattle out of you, and then you'd be all in tune for your lesson. So I just thought that would be cool. Now I have another one that I got from the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show ages ago. It's a bit dusty. Let me open. This is an A. Isn't that nice? Love, love, love. And of course, the fabulous drum. Let me grab my drum. This drum is from Cedar Mountain Drums. It's a beautiful deerskin drum. And I would love to have a drum circle. Like I'd love for my students to get, and all of you, you know, I'd love for you to get one of these, because when we do our end of the month Zoom gatherings, like our studio nights, our studio circles, it would be awesome to start those with a little drumming, like a little drum circle, to just get in a sense of rhythm, you know. But look how beautiful this drum is. It's got these beautiful spirals. I know, I've got too many instruments. Just wait, there's so many that I would love to have actually, because it's amazing to experience music from different instruments. Like I just, for so many years, have just experienced music from the violin or viola, but to expand outwards into other instruments, it's just really enriches your understanding of music. It's fabulous. But these spirals just radiating out the fabulousness, the corn in the four directions. It's a special drum. It's really a special drum. So let me pop this down. I'll grab the harp and do a little harp stuff. And then we'll get to the violin and viola. Okay. Let's see. I'll scoot a little closer to you. I think it's time for some lipstick. What do you think? Lipstick time. This is Burt's Bees. It's lovely, this one. Burt's Bees Hawaiian Smolder. Hawaiian Smolder. Matte lip crayon. I like the color of that. Oops. Let's try this again. This is a medieval tune I played a couple weeks ago. The teacher that I want to study with is too busy. She's just a bit too booked up at the moment, which I understand. I'm kind of in the same boat, which is thank God, it's a blessed place to be. But I don't know when her schedule will open up again. Christy Lynn, I really want to take a lesson with you. Really, really. It would be fun to collaborate with her. I think she's a wonderful person. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, next thing, let's do the violin. Let's do the violin next. Okay. You know, one of the things that we've been looking at this week is Violin Online. You guys know I love Violin Online. It's such a great resource. I'll pop these things down here. When we've been looking at the Romantic time period, there's just an array of beautiful pieces on here, just so beautiful. Let's see. Romantic time period. I really love the Emperor Waltz. This is by Strauss. Love the Emperor Waltz. Now this is kind of an abridged version of it. This is just like a tiny taste of the Emperor Waltz. But this is the perfect song to start the day with. Like put this song on and you'll just feel fabulous. Fabulous. song. I mean, I played in viola in the orchestra, but we took this tour around China. I think it was in 2016. It was like December-ish, I think, 2016. We went on a tour all across China, and we were, because it was the New Year, so we were playing kind of New Year's-y things, and the Emperor Waltz was one of them. So it always just reminds me of spreading joy around, you know, for the holidays. So cute. Let's see. Let me play one on the viola. There's some beautiful, beautiful things here. So let me switch over to viola. Alright. I know you guys love this. This is Meditation from Thais. Jules Massenet. This is from an opera. Thais, the opera. Oh, this is like an abridged. All these things on Violin Online are kind of an abridged version, so let's see. I'll play it and see how this goes. Oh yeah, I swapped the bow. Thank you. Thank you. I always forget, you know. It's when you're doing a million things at once, you know, you forget. I played this years ago for my uncle's wedding on the violin when I was like 14 or 15 or something. It's a beautiful piece. I should learn it on the harp. Oh my gosh, I should learn it on the harp. Definitely check this version out. This is definitely playable for sure. Anyway, what a nice arrangement. This is definitely, I mean, the original arrangement was quite challenging. This is challenging, but not as challenging. So, wow, thank you. I was like, sure, some of you guys would leave, but there's more of you here now. Thank you for being here. So yes, that's from Violin Online. Go check out Violin Online. There's a lovely collection of like all musical time periods. Unit 1, the medieval, then you've got the Baroque, Unit 2, Unit 3 is classical, Unit 4, romantic, 20th century, non-traditional. It's just like fabulous. So, and it's nice because they're kind of a simplified version of the originals. And it also spans not just violin repertoire, like there's kind of some little bits and pieces from other instruments from that time period that were really special. So definitely check out Violin Online. Darlings, it is almost an hour that we've been here. I wonder if there's anything else that we can talk about, or should we just wrap up for tonight, or for today? I'm gonna make a video for you about some shoulder rest stuff, because I know that that's quite challenging, and also there's no like instructional manual like how to put the shoulder rests on, and like different like setups to try if you're not comfortable. So I'm gonna make a video for you about that at some point. I'm also interviewing David Mitchie next week. So it's almost night here. Alexandru Gayor, oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. And I try. I tried. So yes, I'm going to be interviewing David Mitchie next week, next Thursday. So there will be a video of us just talking about how to get an instrument, you know, during this time period. That's where I always send all my students to him first, whether they, you know, buy anything from him or not. I just think that he is the first impression. That is definitely where to learn how to get an instrument. And I love his instruments and stand behind every single one that every one of my students has gotten. It's just like, that's why look anywhere else. So I'm going to share some thoughts with him about getting an instrument for you guys that are interested in that kind of thing. And especially in this environment where we're not really going in person to places still, like how to get a violin online that's a good one. What is the process behind that? So we're going to talk about that a little bit. And let me see. For those of you that are on Patreon, we're going to finish up our scales. And in October, there's going to be a new tier. There's going to be 3 tiers on Patreon. Patreon's just violin. It's patreon.com/violin viola masterclass. The first tier is a $1 tier, and it's if you feel like you have been touched by this YouTube channel, or if you just like it and you want to support the studio, you can put a little $1 contribution to that each month, and I'll send out little questionnaires, posts about things like that, get us all talking together. And yes, so I will, Alexandru, I will definitely talk about shoulder rest. There's going to be a specific video all about that. Yay. And Sylvia, you're back from your Zoom call. Yay. Well, yeah, so the $1 tier will be kind of posts and just staying in touch during the week. You'll get a post on Monday, maybe some other things during the week, who knows. When I post, I always post once a week, but sometimes there's other ones if I get inspired by something or have to share something. It's also the place, if you want to stay in the loop with my studio stuff and you're not a student, if you subscribe to the Patreon, just the $1 tier, you'll stay in the loop with things, like if I plan certain events or with this group class that I'm organizing or whatever it is. If you're just interested, and that's on Patreon, that's the $1. And then the next tier will be $5. That's going to do that'll be a weekly video that comes out each Monday. And Dion, my week was wonderful. How was your week? It's good to see you. So good to see you. So that will be the $5 tier. That's going to be a weekly video, like lesson type thing. Also just a tune, maybe sharing anything that's particularly interesting song-wise that comes up during the week, and just whatever, just kind of some special video content for you will be on Patreon for the $5 tier. And then they're the last tier that I have. Oh, good, Dion, good. The last tier, which I do currently have up, is the $15 tier. And I know that that's an expensive one, but that's because you get invited to come to my studio circles, which is the end of the month. So that's for those of you that are not students, but you want to join the virtual studio circle and just hear the studio play through things, and watch other beginners progress, and see how they're what they're struggling with and what they're going to play, and just kind of learning from watching is so important too, and just feeling a little sense of community. So we do that the last Friday of every month, and those are special. I always look forward to them. This month we're going to do like a fall themed one. I really don't know, but oh my gosh, I should make hot bourbon toddies for that. Yeah, so we'll do that. And then there's going to be a Halloween one where you can dress up in a costume, and then the Thanksgiving and holidays one, like Christmas and whatnot. So they're going to be special. We'll have to do a tea party one as well. Definitely have to do a tea party one. They're in the evening, Friday evenings, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I do record it for a month. You can watch the recording back for a month if you didn't make it. And so anyway, for those of you that are interested in just kind of getting to follow my studio a bit more, just follow me on Patreon. You can also follow me on Instagram. I try to post, little weekly video things of on my story of things that we're doing, whether it's just kind of daily life, music teacher stuff, enjoyable things that we like to do, like going for a walk, just sharing some things, because my music teachers were always like the most probably the most influential people besides my parents and friends in my life. Like they are like mentors, and so it's just fun to that's what Instagram is. It's just kind of like the daily kinds of things, and of course the YouTube family. You guys are special. You guys are very special, and those of you that have been here from the beginning, I know you. I know your names, and I recognize you, and it's just amazing. Because my early videos are so cringy. Like they're still like my normal videos now are still quite cringy, but my old videos are really cringy. They're really cringy. So probably when I'm a grandma, like I said at the beginning of this, when I am like 90 years old and still teaching the violin and viola and music and God knows what other instruments, by the time I'm 90, I'll probably be like, I was so crazy when I was 30. It was just like, blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, that's the thing when you're on YouTube. Thank you, Dion, thank you. And you kind of like have your life over a period of years, and it's just funny to watch your progression. And that's the thing is people progress. We learn from our mistakes. We learn like what we don't like, what we do like. We learn how to become better. And if that's one of your like goals, is to always kind of just continue to strive upwards, enjoy and be happy, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong, especially if you align yourself with a higher power, whether it's the universe or spirit or God or love or whatever it is, like, and your creative side, your creativity. I'm gonna get on my soapbox. I just feel like you cannot possibly go wrong. Like, you're gonna fall in some holes along the way, and I have, and they have been painful and lessons and all of that kind of thing. But if you have those values, you can't go wrong. I keep saying that you just can't go wrong. You're at the end of 10 years, you'll end up and be in a good place. Even if you're in a hard place, it'll still be, somehow it'll have been good. Anyway, I think I'm losing my thought. But anyway, you guys, happy fall. And yes, life is constant change. That is exactly why I have this on my stand. We're always in change, right? Sometimes we're on the dark side of the change, and sometimes we're on the light side of the change. Sometimes we're in major, sometimes we're in minor, sometimes we're in day, sometimes we're in night, sometimes we're fat, and sometimes we're thin, and sometimes we're unhappy, and sometimes we're happy, and sometimes we're healthy, and sometimes we're not healthy, you know. And that's the fabulous thing, is that the change is wonderful because it keeps us kind of on our toes with things. So anyways, you guys, lots of love. I will thank you for following me on those platforms, Patreon, Instagram. If you're interested in seeing really my studio, visit my website and you'll know everything. Thank you, Dion. Thank you. Talbot's. I shop at Talbot's. All my things have come from Talbot's. I would say like 98% of my wardrobe, but it's all been on sale. It's all been on sale. Especially during this time, like everything has been on sale, like 70% off. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So with that, you guys, I'm gonna love and leave you. Have a wonderful Friday. I will see you on Patreon on Monday. I will see you on Wednesday for our thank you, Iggy, thank you. I'll see you on Wednesday for our Ivan Colombian bedtime story. Learn about violin technique from the greatest. And of course, our Friday live streams. So just a heads up that October is gonna be a little crazy for me. I'm trying to get things like planned and things for you posted, but just a heads up that if I am a little sporadically here in October, it's just because we're moving, and I might just be, between my teaching schedule and everything, I might just be a little bit like overwhelmed with things. So just a heads up for October, if I am a little sporadically here. I have not forgotten you. I'm here for the long run. Just really quickly, I love YouTube, and YouTube is such a huge part of my my teaching career and life and everything, and it's really, really important to me that I will not be like, I'm not going to just disappear off of YouTube. So just so that you know, if I'm absent, I'm not disappearing. I'm just tired, or I'm just moving, or whatever it is, or I need a mental health day or something in it. So don't anybody worry that I've just abandoned you or leaving. Yeah. So I'm moving, and we're moving in October. So the middle of October, or like early middle of October, we're moving, and nothing is packed because we're literally moving around the hall. But it's still we have like thousands of books, and I don't know how we're gonna move them all. So, oh, Menem, are you going to teach some lessons like you did during previous live streams? Possibly. Yeah, if I get inspired, sometimes I just want to come talk to you guys on Fridays, and see, like, if I am inspired to teach something specifically, then I will. The Fridays are like free for all. They're kind of free for all Fridays, afternoon tea, talking about things and just hanging out, you know, getting to know each other and hang out and whatever. Being fabulous, just being fabulous. And also there'll be some music lessons in there too, of course. Because I am a music teacher and I think about that day and night. I literally go to sleep and dream about teaching, so it's hard for me to turn it off. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Mwah. Love you guys. Have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy the fall weather or the spring weather. And anyway, mwah.